You know, I have seen some stupid stuff in my career as a police officer. Now, this is a short little video, but why do people do this? Oh my gosh. So I want you to watch the second lane over from the median right there, the concrete barrier. Watch what this vehicle does. So they can't get over, so they're going to freaking stop. So before I even continue with the video, what's the first thing that you guys notice? Look at the other side of the freeway. Now, according to the traffic camera, 5:25 in the evening. Okay, you just know it is. So you got everybody coming home from work, people heading to work. That side of the freeway is already backed up. So now you got this moron who decides, oh crap, I missed my exit. I'm going to stop in the middle lane and try to get over so I can get off. Now, how many of you would have just kept going and just take it to the next exit? What people don't realize is these freeway systems, and I know this area because I live in Ohio, these areas, you're talking 70 miles an hour. So if people are on their phone, which a lot of people are, they're not paying attention. Next thing you know, you have a disaster on your hands. It's just going to blow your mind. Just watch what happens. So this guy goes around, just barely makes it. So the guy in the gray van, who was obviously not really paying attention, didn't realize the traffic had stopped. Now, let me ask you guys a question. So how many of you think the gray van is in the wrong versus the red van that's actually driving, fleeing the scene right now? How many of you guys think, who do you give more culpability to as far as being in the wrong? Now, as a former police officer, I give more culpability to the red vehicle because this idiot shouldn't have stopped in the middle of the roadway. There's no stop sign. You just keep going, you get off on the exit, and you backtrack. Now, some of you will say it's the van, the gray van. But again, yeah, should he have been paying attention? But even if he was paying attention, he still could have been in a position where he couldn't have avoided the accident. So let's replay that again. Even this van that pulls up behind, why are they stopping? I'd be trying to get away from these fools. The last second, it looked like the gray van tried to get over, but it was just too late. What tripped me out, though, watching this video, is I thought the red car that caused it all was going to stop. This idiot gets off the freeway and keeps going. Now, how many of y'all in the comment section think that he actually circled back around? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say he never circled back around. So had he just gone on to his next exit, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. So it just blows my mind, the stuff that people do. So I'm just curious. I love hearing what it is you guys think and what your thoughts are on when you see craziness like this. And I'm sure some of you, many of you, have probably witnessed on your own drives to and from work or just being out and about the stupid stuff that people do. And the thing that's made it even worse now is everybody and their mother has a cell phone. And I don't know if you've noticed when you're driving down the road, if you look over at, if there's 10 cars that pass you, if you look over at 9 or 10 of them, many of them are like this, looking at their phone, not really paying attention, and it's sad. So a lot of jurisdictions are creating laws now where, you got to keep your phones down, and there's been times where I've been guilty of it as well. But it's just the world that we live in. But you have some that take it to the extreme. They're not even watching the road. It's amazing, just as I'm out driving around, how many people I see who don't even raise their head up. And I'm like, how are you driving right now? And that's the reason you have this kind of crazy stuff that happens. So in conclusion, it doesn't look like anybody was seriously injured. You never saw anybody get out of those three vehicles. My guess would be the first two vehicles, probably not so much the silver van. The white van and the black van probably had the most injuries, because if you don't see an accident coming, it's like blam, you know what I mean? So anyway, I thought it was interesting, and I thought I'd open it up for debate for just how stupid people are on our roadways. I hope they caught that driver in the red van, and I hope they cited him for everything even possible, leaving the scene of an accident, stopping in the traffic, especially on the freeway. There should be a criminal offense just for doing it on the freeway, because there are no stop signs on the freeway. There ain't no red lights. So I'm just hoping with that traffic cam video that they were able to get a license plate. My guess would be that they did, and they hunted that person down, and I hope they hold them to the highest penalty of the law. Anyway, drop your comments in the comment section down below. Make sure you like this video. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And as always, I love you guys, and I will check you on the next one. Later.